Oh, hello. I won't be long, I promise. It's just 2025 has been a really hard year in a bunch of very specific ways. There's a content warning. But if you'd like to figure out why I've been so quiet for 6 months in a more detail, there's a video at the end of this that will tell you why. But in the short term, I've had a lot of trauma. I haven't been able to work for a couple of months, and there's not much in the coffers, loves. If you'd like to help in the long term, I could use more patrons. If you would like to patronize me, month-to-month stability would be really nice. In the short term, I do have a coffee link down below that can help. I do not like asking for something for nothing while so many people are struggling to feed themselves right now. So there is a supplemental audio called the Bookshop Snake down there that you can buy for $5 plus. It's just $5, and however much else you would like to add if you would like to donate. That would help me with groceries whilst I get into this recovery period. I'm making stuff again, and I would just like to be really comfortable whilst I do that. And however people can help would be good. Again, supplement the video at the end. There is a download for this audio below, so you can listen to it as many times as you want without this preamble, which I think is very useful. But yes, I just shan't talk on your door. Roll the logo. Roll the logo.
Oh my. Oh, you poor dear. Come in. Over to the counter, love. What are you doing out in a storm like this late at night? Oh, an event? And they kept you too long? That's not good. Why are they like this? They should let people go home early. Oh, goodness. That thunder really is something. Oh, gosh. Oh, you poor dear, you're shaking. Well, I was about to close, but, why don't you stay here? At least until the rain stops, dear. At the very least until it stops sounding like the world's about to end outside. Very good. You can stay with me when I put the books away. Follow me, dear. I'm sorry if the bookstore is a little dark. It's such a big place that it's hard to light it properly once the sun goes down and things get quiet. But I hope you find the place fairly cosy, though. I hope you find it to your liking. Here we are, the reshelf pile. Just got to get this all tidied up, and then I can take you to the book nook, and we'll wait out the rain together. Oh, hello, my precious dears. I'm so sorry you weren't picked to go home today, but we'll get you back up to your proper place in no time, eh? It's always interesting to see what people almost buy. The things I thought about getting but decided to put away for another time. I wish I could run a library, that all the books could be free. That's me being a silly Roo. I do have to eat after all. So all I can do is make the books cheap. And give out the occasional free paperback when a cute little deer wanders through my shelves. Oh goodness, that was loud. I'm sorry, dear. Were you startled? Not one for thunder? It's all right. There's no need to be embarrassed. I see all kinds of folks wander through the store, all curious and hopeful. I think that a bookstore should be a place of help, a place where those looking for knowledge or for escape can find it, where they can give support to the act of reading and the love of words. I think the judgmental book clerk is not a proper one. I see the searching faces of those who come here. I can't help but want to give them the best experience I can, to reward that they came out into the world with everything going on. For books, for one of my favourite things. I feel a commiseration with customers, and it brightens my day to be able to assist. That's why I don't mind you staying here, darling. If I wasn't helpful, what would I be? So no, I do not judge you for being scared of thunder. It's a loud, sudden noise provided at random, with no rhyme or reason. And if it gives you a start, I'm more likely to hug you than laugh at you. Oh, but yes, that's me prattling. Let's get back to shelving the books, eh? Oh, Miss Frisbee and the Yachts of Nim. What a lovely story. Of course, they changed their name to Brisbee in the movie version. Can't upset the copyright, can we? A wonderful tale. I have a soft spot for mouse protagonists. There's something about being a creature so small in a big, scary world, but trying your best anyway, that I just find endearing. It's a story about love, too. Unconditional love. The kind of love that wells up around you like warm water in a bath. Soothe your aches, whispers in your ear that everything's going to be alright. Love is so important, particularly right now, when there's dark clouds and rumbling thunder. It's so vital to provide places of warmth, to make our love as unconditional as possible, and to, when it's safe, take care of one another. I'm sorry, love. I'm a misty old Roo. Having the opportunity to help someone has me a bit squishy is all. I can get lonely with shelving the books at the end of the day on my own. It's nice to have someone to talk to. Hard not to ramble at you a bit there. That'll go in the fantasy section. Just gotta put it in my pouch for now. Oh, the pouch must be handy. Why, yes, dear, it is. I do like it when I have it. It's a nice place to store things, and good to fidget with when I'm nervous. Oh, it does come with a slight urge to be a little more, affectionate. My meaning? Well, there, it's kind of hard to have a pouch and see something cute and not want to shove it inside. Keep it close to my tummy, keep it safe. Urge of the form, love. What does that mean? Well, I'm what they call a polymorph, dear. Somewhat unwillingly, mind you. I spend a lot of my time as a skunk, but occupying a magical bookstore as I do, my form is often up to the whims of fate. I'm currently a kangaroo, but the next day I could be an elephant, or a stoat, or a pig. Makes for a hectic life, but a jolly one, I should like to think. As for, urge of the form, well, I don't know your thoughts on transformation, but I find bodies have a certain hardwired want and desire. Like if you turn a dragon into a bunny rabbit, it's going to hop a bit on instinct. It's much the same with me. It's just I've got this big, fluffy pouch, and I watch people coming in all day, and I see the tired ones, and I see the sad ones, and I see the sleepy ones, and my brain just whispers, "Oh, come here, dear. Let me be sweet to you. Let me take care of you. It's all right. But that's neither here nor there. We'll focus on the books. Yes, books. Ah, the golem in the gin. Shame they wanted to put this back. It's one of my favourites. It's a story about a masterless golem ending up in New York in the 20s and a trapped djinn who went to police around the same time. They deal with their strangeness as monsters amid the trials and tribulations of the early 1900s. The main character, or I suppose secondary protagonist, because she shares it with the djinn, is the golem Hawa. Being what she is made to serve a master, but her master perishes in transit, and she's left a creature of service with no one to serve. All of her struggle is her brain constantly reaching out to intuit the wants and needs of others, and finding the strength not to immediately obey that urge. Is it sad to kind of relate to that? That urge to fulfill a need, to help? I find that in the world there are these somewhat service-forward people who enjoy making others happy, and whether that is born of trauma or love, that they feel this need. And some of us develop this urge to please, to help. And I think part of being such a person is learning not to let it run ruckshot. I adore books about monsters, because I think we are all a little bit monstrous. But Hava, the golem, is monstrous in my way. A creature whose power is empathy for all its faults and troubles. Oh, a lovely book. Perhaps you'll get picked next time. For now, into the pouch it goes. I'm sorry for rambling, by the way, dear. It's just I have such a love of books that having someone here to talk about them with it cheers me greatly. I hope that it's helping you with your fear of thunder. I can't make the storms stop, but I can hopefully be good company, eh? I am? Well, that's wonderful to hear, love. I think, by the same token as learning to keep your empathy in check, it's important to know when to let it out. To find moments where it's okay to be effusive, to be loving, to be a helper. I think very much that mastering that may be the meaning of life. Alright, one more book. The Rhinoceros Who Quoted Nature and Other Old Acquaintances. An anthology. I love an anthology, particularly this one. Oh, darling, the urge to ramble about it is rather high. Would you humour me and let me gush about another book? You would? Oh, I knew I liked you, dear. Yeah, why don't we pin the shelving for a bit and I can bring all these books to the nook and we can have tea there, all right? Oh, fantastic. Follow me. It's nice to have company through a storm. I'm not scared of thunder, but I think such weather almost demands company. I grew up in a place where lots of storms, where one would roll through sometimes multiple times a day. When I was little, I was scared of the loud booms, of the sky roaring out in ways I couldn't control or stop. I don't like the rain, dear. I often find it depresses me, like there's a giant hand pressing down on the world, all the light and coloured rain from space. But I find that's why, when it is raining, I try to be happier, because I know others might need that happiness. That they might need a smile or a hug. Our best umbrellas are each other, love. Ah, here we are, the book nook. It's not much, but it's home. Why don't you take a seat over there, and I'll make some tea, eh? Oh, well. Might actually be getting worse out there. Seems you're stuck with me for a while, eh? Hope you don't mind. At least I'm better than the thunder, eh? Now let's see. Negotiate these old roo hips round the kitchen. Kangaroos are always an interesting form to occupy. These legs don't hold with pants. And I can't walk, per se. Just kind of hop around with this big thumpy tail slapping behind me. Takes a bit to get used to, but I can be quite fast when I need to get up and go. Anyway, it's late, so something decaffeinated is probably a good idea. Nice herbal tea, with a warming ginger and lemon. Settles the tummy and the nerves, eh? I think that'll be just the ticket. While I make tea, I suppose I can talk about the book. I had a funny experience with it the other day. I'm a lover of short stories, dear. Nothing better to whet the appetite, to open the brain back up for reading. One of my absolute favourites is The Rhinoceros Who Quoted Nietzsche. It's a story by Peter S. Beagle, who wrote The Last Unicorn, which is a famous novella if you've ever read it. If you haven't, I highly recommend it. Beagle has such a respect for the wonder of magic and magical creatures that I find seldom elsewhere. I discovered the story in a big omnibus of his work, Mirror Kingdoms. Oh, it's a wonderful story about encountering something magical and it gently affecting this mundane life in a positive way. A philosophy professor meets a rhinoceros at the zoo who speaks to him and claims to be a unicorn. He rejects this and goes home only to find that the beast has followed him there. I shan't spoil it, love, but the story goes over a soft life with this wondrous thing, and it's very dear to me. But something as wondrous as a unicorn could present as a rhinoceros, that a magical creature of that calibre would see a person and find in them a friend. The rhinoceros, the unicorn, meets the professor, and the first thing it says is, "How nice to see you at last," as though they were meant to be. The story is gentle, soft approaches to the hard parts of life. Lovely. It's only 9,000 words, but I've got such a huge soft spot for it. So imagine my shock when I go to recommend the story to a friend, a faraway companion with whom I share readings on occasion, and look for a way for him to read the story. My first thought was the anthology of the same name, The Rhinoceros Who Quoted Nietzsche and Other Odd Acquaintances, which is a lovely collection of stories about meeting strange creatures with empathy, something I have a particularly large weak spot for. But dear, when I went to send them a copy, I found the book was out of print. This is the only copy in the entire store, and it's signed, and it's very important to me, so I couldn't part with it and send it. But to order this apparently rare book for my friend was $50, money I do not have. But I thought to myself, oh, you clever and resourceful Roo, this story is in 2 anthologies. Surely the other one will be more available. Come to find out, Mirror Kingdoms, the omnibus which contains the story, is $89 because it's also out of print. It's even more expensive than the first option, and well, I'm sorry to say I despaired a bit, love. This thing that I found comfort in, this part of myself that I wanted to share, it had gone out of print. It had become a thing harder to find without my even noticing. locked behind the paywall of obscurity. Short stories can be a graveyard, love. Often printed in magazines and one-off collections, and then never again. Very few make it beyond their first run. I should have been more effusive, made an effort to put the story out there whilst it was available, but I didn't. It's so important, love, to appreciate the things that you adore whilst they are there. To let them know that they are loved and appreciated. You never know when you'll reach for a treasured thing and find your hand closing on empty air. But the story does have a happy ending there. I remembered that the tale has an alternative title, Professor Gottsman and the Indian Rhinoceros. Really makes more sense as a title, as the philosopher Nietzsche doesn't have anything to do with the story, and that might toss some people off. And under that name, I found it. Decades ago, it was released in Modern Classics of Fantasy, and that book, while still out of print, is easy to find and perfectly affordable. I was able to share the story with my friend when they needed comfort, and that meant the world to me. Oh my, the storm is still going. Oh, I'm sorry it's so frightening, love. But that's why I think comfort is so important. 1 second, let's just get this water off the hole. Hayao Miyazaki had something interesting to say about comfort that I think is important. In a story, there are climaxes and inciting incidents, problems and hurdles, and to him, comfort is what happens in between all of that. He called it ma, or emptiness in Japanese. That calm, the silence between hands clapping, the soft spaces between loud, noisome action. There you are, dear. Careful, it's hot. To him, comfort is all the deeper for the tribulations that surround it, and that's why I think it's so important to be there for each other, to help provide comfort in the moments where it would be deepest, where it would mean the most. Oh, careful, dear, you'll... Oh, goodness. Oh, no, dear, you're fine, don't worry at all. I should have realised that your hands were shaking. Nerves shot from all the thunder. It's quite alright, you poor darling. I always make sure to give guests the teacups. I won't miss so much if they break. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. I could make you another cup of tea, or, I do have an idea, sweetheart, if you would help me out. Let me just sweep this up, 1 moment. Listen, perhaps we could help each other. You need a nice warm place to calm down, and I'm enjoying your company, so you could stay the night, and I could possibly put my pouch to use. You won't fit? Well, of course you won't fit as you are, silly. I'll have to change you a bit. Oh, my pouch is magic, you see. I can change anything that goes in, even if it's only part of the way. All you'd have to do is put your hand in and let me adjust you a little. At your leisure. Do feel free to say no. Oh, it's a yes then, love? Wonderful. Let me just come over then. A bit of closeness, love. Hope you don't mind. Though I suppose if you're going to be in my pouch, I suppose you'd best get used to it. Oh, go on. Stick your hand past the lip of my pouch. Don't be shy, darling. There you go. My tummy is nice and soft. You're just above the lip of my pouch there. Just stick your hands all the way inside. Oh, there you go, love. See? Isn't it warm? A nice thick pouch lip pressing against your palms or the back of your hands pressed against my belly. Feel the magic there. Shh. Don't worry, darling. It'll only be for a little while. Let's turn you into something small, something cute. You can pick the shape. Feel the magic rushing up your arms, dear. Close your eyes and take a deep breath for me. There may be thunder outside, but you're here with me. Deep breaths, love. Just let that heart rate slow down. It's okay. You're okay. Feel my warmth and feel the magic. Let's make you into a little critter, dear. Something I can take care of. Something I can dote on till morning. Whatever you want. A little mouse? A cozy dog? Anything at all? I can feel you're shrinking against me, love. Getting tinier, easier to hold. Feel the new fur along your arms, along your legs. Your ears changing. Your body becoming small. Cute. Oh, I'm here, love. The storm is far away. I'm in a loving shape, and I need someone to use it on. Be who I comfort for just a little while. Feel me getting bigger around you, protecting you, making you safe, darling. As you get smaller and smaller and smaller. Shh. Shh. Feel your little feet paws and your little hands becoming a perfect little plushie of a thing for me to cuddle. Be mine for just a little while. You're just small enough now, love. Cute choice. I'm just going to bend forward and gently cup my hands under your tush and lift. Oh, sorry to toss you in, tail over Teakettle. Oh, but you're so cute, I couldn't resist. Well, then head first, did you? Oh, I can see a little tail sticking out past the lip of my pouch. Let's get you all settled, darling. There you are, dear. You're like a little Joey. Cozy. Oh, good, love. Good. Just gonna stroke your ears. I'm sorry if it's a bit snug. Running a bookstore isn't the most active job. And I do like my snacks, but it makes my tummy nice and soft, and my pouch look nice and thick. It's like a weighted blanket, and I can even tighten it a little. Stay as long as you like, dear. I'll change you back when you're ready. Oh no, you don't have to thank me, dear. With everything going on right now, just being able to comfort someone makes me feel nice. Oh, you want to thank me? Well, the best way to do that, love, is to pay it forward. To when you have the energy, to when you have this wellspring of love inside you, to not hoard it, to let it out, to give it to someone. Times are dark, and now more than ever, we need helpers, dear. We need those who love openly and honestly. Beyond that, in the small scale, if you want to thank me, tell the people you love them that you do every moment that you can. Let the cherished know that they are cherished, and the special know that they are adored. Do that for me, love, and we'll be even. Alright? Wonderful, sweetie. Wonderful. Now, if we're going to spend the night together, how about I read you the rhinoceros who quoted Nietzsche? Oh, you'd like that? Wonderful. Well, just let me settle these big old roo hips down on the couch. And we can read together through the storm, and if another comes, we'll grab another book, and another, and another, for as long as it takes in good company and quiet contemplation.
Hello, dears. If you saw the video at the start of this audio, and that's all you need to know, there's been some traumatic things that have happened to me this year, and it's left me somewhat unable to work for long periods. I feel like I'm just now getting back into the editing bay, getting back to making the things I love, and getting back to being myself, and I'm finding that I just don't have a lot of power anymore. Like, I feel like my savings are kind of gone. I've leaned on my friends a lot. Like, I can't keep doing that. Like, my housemates have been wonderful. Like, I've leaned on them for utilities more than 1 month just because I just couldn't. But I am coming back into myself, and if that is all you do need to know, because there is a content warning for grief. If that is all you need to know, What I could use is more patrons. There's a Patreon link down below. It's more stability month to month would be great. There's a coffee link down below. You can just donate, or if you would like to get something that is a supplemental audio called the Bookshop Snake, that will have like its space in the actual shop later, but you can buy it now on coffee for pay what you want, $5 plus. That is your warning. If you would like to bow out now, not like go into the tunnel. I don't want to darken your door. This is a place of comfort. This is a place where people come to be comfortable. This is a place where people come to escape. Which is why I try not to like make it a bunch of ads, not a bunch of Patreon nonsense, but I feel like if people did know I was in a bit of trouble, they might want to help, so I figured I would try. Anyway, that is your content warning. Please leave if it would sadden you to hear what I've been going through. Please push it away. I feel like if you do pay attention to the community tab, you probably know. But I feel like a lot of people don't. I don't pay attention to community tabs very much. But anyway, content warning! Please, go! Go! Alright. Well, all of the squishy beans who might not really need to broach this topic gone, because seriously. Okay, you are? Alright, well, even if you're still a squishy bean and you're still listening, I do appreciate that. Final grief warning. Alright. So my mother passed away in April of leukemia. And I knew it was going to happen, because she'd been sick for a while, and I released an audio, like, right before it happened. But, like, the loss of that... Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. And it threw me into a spiral, and I was so happy. Like, I'd put out something so that there would be a buffer so that I could have time to grieve. But, like, I didn't grieve as fast as I thought I was going to, and people were nice. People were great. People were so generous when she passed. And, like, I had a nice little nest egg, and I thought, oh, how perfect. I've got the whole year to, like, well, not the whole year, but I've got, like, a couple of months to, like, relax and whatever. But then I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I just felt so useless, so helpless, so trapped in a lot of ways. Like, you know, capitalism will do that to you, because this is my job. I don't really have another job. I've worked from home for years. This is what I do, and I feel like people like that this is what I do. I feel like people like that I can put as much time as I do into this, but after that loss, I just couldn't have, sorry. Anyway, yeah, but anyway. Yes, sorry. But yes, on top of that, I had kind of finally, like, pulled myself out of holes in about, like, October, and I was working on things, and the Patreon was getting more active, and people were commenting, and, like, I was kind of getting back to a place where I could work regularly, and... God. Something else happened. I don't want to talk about it. I should. Like, some neighbours of mine, they had a fire. I liked these neighbours. I used to take them to doctor's appointments and, like, help them up the wheelchair ramps, and I bring them cookies on holidays. Like, they had my phone number. Like, they had a fire, and, like, bad stuff happened. I won't go into it more than that, but, like, I've had to walk past that house on dog walks, like, every day for, like, 2 weeks. And, like, right after I felt I had gotten past my grief. Not past it, I'll never get past it. When I thought I'd gotten to a place of workability, I felt pushed right back into that hole, and I felt so stressed and pressured, because, like, I'd kind of burnt through my savings, like, trying to cope with her death, and then, like, the second I felt like I had gotten to a place of coping, suddenly there was this new grief, this new thing, like, everything paused, everything stopped. I had, like, 3 things on the way, and, like, they all stopped, everything stopped, and for, like, 2 weeks, and I couldn't, I didn't have time to grieve again. I just don't have time to grieve again. I really don't. I really can't. I just can't. So, like, I'm going to be working this year. I hope to release 2 more audios before the end of the year. I want to release the biscotti audio, which will go into the shop properly, with a proper price, in, like, a couple of weeks. And there was a Halloween project, Possessed by the Black Cat, which people were so nice in funding, and I was so sure I could hit the deadline, but I did not. But I'm going to release that as a bit of a nightmare before Christmas sort of thing. You can hear the entire Biscotti audio right now on Patreon at any level. So, like, if you just give $1, you can hear that one. And the Black Cat audio will be on the Patreon. Since it's a shop audio, you can hear it at $20 plus. But there's a preview right now that you can hear at any level. That's what I need, I think, in the long term. If you haven't enjoyed my work for a while, and you've been looking for an excuse to become a patron, I'm not sure there's a better one. But in the short term... You know, it's been a lot. I'm sorry. But I feel like I've made my point. feel like I'll just start being a soppy little puddle on the floor. I don't mean to like guilt anyone into help. People have been so nice. People have been so helpful to me my entire life, my entire career. They feel like asking for more help. It's awful. It's terrible. But at the same time, I don't know, loves. It's been a lot. Yeah. Anyway, roll the credits. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Roll the credits. Thank you all for your support. There are people who have been patrons at like $50 levels through droughts of months, and I don't know how you do it. Thank you. But yes, credits. Sorry, boy.